between Deadeye and Mike Wolfe.
Last week.
After Deadeye took care of Mike Devaney, and Wolfe eked out Mr. Barnes.
Perfect start. Championship match. Mike Wolfe.
Getting back to Pete Weber. Apparently, he's got a bit of a problem with Walter A. Williams Jr., or at least trying to beat him. Because
at least on the legs, yeah.
Walter's been beating him like a rented mule over the last 7 times in a row in single elimination match play, and the last 3 weeks in a row.
That's the number for now. Oh, Deadeye, great start on that lane. Leading us to the Motel 6 matchup. In the championship, how do you see it, Randy? Wolfe, Walter Ray.
So I'm going to try it with you this week. On paper, it looks like the only chance Mike Wolfe has is if he gives Walter Ray a code red.
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
I knew you saw that movie, but
I've got a base to run.
Do that.
Bang, 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 bang. That's all he does.
He is lined up, dialed in, whatever you want to say about Walter. You know, we talked to him today before the show about being in the zone. I said, well, you play a lot of sports, a horseshoe champion, world championship level in that sport. He's a very good golfer, too. At one point, had his handicap index down to a 0.5.
Yes.
He said, I'm feeling as good as I ever have on the lanes right now. So Wolfe's got his hands full. Shots like that, he'll stay in the championship match.
Mike Wolfe has to bowl a perfect game, and I don't mean perfect 300 game. He's just got to bowl a perfect game and hope for Walter Ray to have some carry issues. Because, in my opinion, the only thing that's going to beat Walter Ray is bad pin carry.
Mike tells us busy off-season, bowling 8 regionals, 1-2, 1 in Huntington, West Virginia, 1 in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
After finishing second in Japan, he went to the Panama Invitational and won that. 20 touring guys there. I think Mike Wolfe's throwing it as good as he's ever thrown it.
Good looking shot, 10-pin stands. And Randy told us before the show today it has to do with his equipment. Feels really confident about the bowling ball he's throwing right now.
Well, he's not limited to one manufacturer, so he's using a lot of different equipment, which gives him a lot of different looks, so he doesn't feel like he's shut out from week to week based on oil patterns. Feels like he can get a ball to match up to any oil pattern.
As Mike pointed out to us today, it is about technology now in the sport. You really have to stay up with the ball manufacturers, the ball reps, and make sure your layout matches the patterns. You have to be versatile, and this guy's the king of versatility. We've seen one approach and one only today, though. He's been outside, going right at it. Shrapnel everywhere. Messenger does not nudge the 10. And old Deadeye, known by that nickname, of course, because of his great success in horseshoe pitching.
And the one thing that Walter Ray won't do is make a mental error. He's going to keep the ball right at the 1-3 pocket. And again, it's just going to come down to carry.
There's the 10-pin, single pin conversion for the Hall of Famer. Looking for title number 44 and more, Legendary Company. Look at those names. This last year surpassing Earl Anthony's title record. Getting his 42nd at the Japan Cup. Dick Weber, Mark Roth. Wow. Talk about legends of the game. Looking for back-to-back titles, and Walter Ray is certainly locked in. Mike Wolfe's had a good start, too. We are all tied. Championship match from Buffalo. Exciting conclusion comes your way next. Put down that remote control.
River meets the Ohio River. First with the cold front.
The Etonic Championship is brought to you by Etonic, the official footwear of the PBA. Etonic, first one there. By Bear, the more you know, the more you trust. Bear. By Lumber Liquidators, hardwood flooring for less. And by Denny's. Denny's always works. Get ready, exciting conclusion here from Buffalo. Mike Wolfe head-to-head with the legend, Walter A. Williams Jr. Let's check in with a CLR clean sweep. And ready to go back to the women's series event. Shannon Plahowski getting the job done.
She sure did. She put the pressure on Tish Johnson. Tish had a chance in the 10th frame, didn't come through.
Now Shannon's third shot in the 10th to wrap it up. She takes home the $10,000 prize. Congratulations to her. Beating a legend of the game, women's side. Now Mike Wolfe, same opportunity against the Hall of Famer Walter Williams Jr. All 10 down to the pit for Wolfe.
We're all tied up after 4.
Mike very excited about the home he built on a lake in hometown of New Albany, Indiana, outside Louisville, Kentucky. Gonna try to flip it now, looking to sell it. 5 bedrooms, 4,200 square feet. His pride and joy. He's moving on.
I'd wait. The market's down.
Great shot, maybe on 25,000. More to put to a new home if he can win here and take the first place prize over Walter Ray. Runner-up gets 13,000 today on the men's side.
Walter Ray and Mike Wolfe playing 2 completely different lines. Walter Ray still around the 4th board or right next to the 1st arrow. Mike Wolfe 15th board or the 3rd arrow. Walter Ray's really bringing it now. Ball speed 19.7, almost 20 miles an hour.
Love those stats. Real-time updated numbers. And the numbers too. 60 feet there to success again for Walter Ray. All 10 down. He is again locked in. Looks here for the turkey, 6th frame. Wolfe working on 2 strikes himself, heading into his 6th, which comes up next. Exciting finish here. It's going to be close.
Divided them into 2 groups. One group decreased their daily caloric intake by about 34%. The other group, basically restored eat early on
trying to urge that ball on to the pocket perfectly for him. 10 pin for Walter Ray. Single pin conversion coming up, which has been basically automatic throughout his career.
And this one just never hooked up to the pocket, leaving that week 10. Looked to be a pinch fast, which means he could have missed it a little bit at the bottom of the swing, missed the release point just a little bit.
And we're more adherent to the diet. Now, both diets seem safe, and it's important to point down this was a particularly...
Walter Ray told us before the match today, just had the goal of being in the top 20 on the Denny's PGA Tour when the season ended. Well, he was right there now in the lead after his win in the semifinals over Mike Devaney in terms of the Chris Schenkel Player of the Year award, brand new scoring system we mentioned.
Yeah, you can throw all that out the window now because he's at the top of the list. 3 shows in a row.
Top 20. How about number 1? Again.
It's hard for a lot of people to sustain
Back
that
to
type of diet for a long time. So it's not a
looks for the turkey. Has it.
As good as I've seen him throw it, you know, when he first came out on tour, Mike Wolfe, all he did was hook it. And then he went through a couple of years of throwing it really, really straight. And now he's kind of right in between the 2. He still has his hook game. He can still go straight, but he's become a complete all-around player out here.
And that's what he told us today, Randy's been a big difference with that great run in Tokyo.
Do about 300 minutes of activity on average. So really, we can't underemphasize the importance of both.
Give Mika Koivuniemi all he can handle in the championship in Japan.
A condition like diabetes or some other chronic health condition, maybe fasting is not the right way to go.
Go. It does go. Another great shot for Wolfe, and Randy, it is, as we mentioned, about versatility at this level. The best bowlers in the world have to be able to change styles, adjust to different patterns.
Have to be able to play the lanes a lot of different ways. Ball speed, rotation, angles.
Plus, Chris Powell is back with tips on getting your body and mind in shape for spring, from hydration to sleep to journaling.
Walter Ray was distracted there.
Is with 2 special guests. Taylor.
Just the slightest movement, sound around these bowlers. That could be enough to throw them off.
We're going to get into that and so much more when we come back on Good Morning America. Stay with us.
The 3rd one he's left today. Absolutely unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen it, ever.
And the door opens a little wider for Mike Wolfe.
Well, I said it at the start of the match. What's going to get Walter Ray is going to be pin carry because he's not going to miss the pocket. And so far, he's got 7 shots right in the 1-3. He's got 4 strikes, 2 flat 10s, and a solid 8. And right now, if he strikes out, the best he can shoot is 247. Mike Wolfe is going at a 279 clip.
Four pin this time.
Good move.
4.
Solid 8 followed by a shot that went high, and I think right now that spot where Walter Ray is playing is going through transition. It's drying up a little bit in front of him on that left lane.
Spare.
And this is a bad time for it to happen.
Sure is, this late in the match, and man, is that door gaping open now for Mike Wolfe, who already has a big lead and a major opportunity here. Looks for the 5-bagger, chance for 33 pin advantage, and an opportunity to KO Walter Ray right here.
Which have many different brands with different standards. We have one standard.
Oh,
good looking shot. 4-pin stands. He's confused.
Just a pin soft on that shot caused the ball to hook up high. At least he didn't leave the 4-9 like we saw Jeff Lizzie leave last week. A spare here. He's still going to be in the 230s. And right now, Mike Wolfe wants to show everybody his Maple Moxie. He says, you know what? If you want to be the best, you've got to beat the best. And I want to bowl Walter Ray for the title and prove to myself that I can compete out here with the best on the Denny's PBA Tour. Right now, he has an opportunity to step up in the 9th and 10th frame and beat Walter Ray.
The last win we saw there for Mike Wolfe against Chris Collins, Albany, New York area. He's won 2 titles. Walter Ray has 43. That's a perfect shot. Great adjustment on that lane. And he blasts 10 down into the pin.
Spare strike for Mike Wolfe. He'll shoot 238. Walter Ray can strike out 9th and 10th for 236. Let's see if Walter Ray can get the solid 8-pin out on this right lane.
Gotta have it here. He
got
responds.
the first one.
All 3 in the 10th. Put some pressure on Mike Wolfe. We've seen crazier things happen. Remember the last time on the right lane for Mike Wolfe, he went high and left a 4-pin. All that plays on your mind. You get up in the 10th frame knowing you need a hit. Well, I left a 4-pin last time. What do? Do I make an adjustment? Do I get a little firm? Do I move left with my feet? Do I try to open it up more?
For softer, smoother skin. Avena, the power of oat for sensitive skin.
Remember last week when he threw 3 in the 10th against Jeff Lizzie to force Jeff to throw the first strike in the 10th frame. Jeff didn't get it done, made a great shot. Walter Ray advanced to the title match. He's pretty good about finishing games when he needs to put some pressure on an opponent.
He's the hottest bowler in the world right now. 3rd straight TV appearance for him. He's done that 18 times in his incredible career. 3 in a row. Looking for the same thing here. 10. Oh, there's the 4.
Pesky 4-pin.
Don't work with those other guys. Work with Pond Lee Hockey. We put more money in your pocket and we cost as much as his fortune cookie for free.
And the pressure eases a bit on Mike Wolfe for his forthcoming 10th frame.
Yeah, Mike Wolfe shoots 9 and 2 balls. He's going to win his 3rd title. Walter Ray lost bar reaction, lost some carry, a couple of high shots. Mike Wolfe has been all but perfect.
Katie Thurston only recently found out she had stage 3 breast cancer. Now learning the cancer
9
has
pins
spread,
to win.
and she in fact has stage 4. She told me she is sharing her journey in hopes that her experience helps others.
Will you accept this rose?
This morning, former Bachelorette Katie Thurston sharing an update on her fight with breast cancer.
Wolfe need 9. Got all 10.
for the third time in his career.
Comes after she recently completed a PET scan.
And first time since 2005.
Because of this, I did have to
Mike Wolfe, champion on the Denny's PBA Tour.
My cancer has spread.
This diagnosis coming just 43 days after the 34-year-old
All he did was take down
found out she had stage
the top
3
player in the world.
invasive ductal carcinoma,
And the hottest player in the
breast
world.
cancer.
The all-time title king.
As a 34-year-old woman, it's
Boy, you can see this coming. If you were at Japan and watched the Japan Cup, you can really see this coming.
Curie, who got married on March 22nd, sat down with me 2 weeks ago, sharing what it's been like navigating her new reality.
the last thing I just did actually was IVF.
Well, we spoke with Mike before this championship round. Randy seems so relaxed, at ease with himself, his game. Just keep this one on the lane. Uses the spare ball, the plastic ball. That'll do it. He is a champion.
Awesome performance by Mike Wolfe. And a good match. Hope you like and subscribe.